Residents of Grenada and Antigua and Barbuda deciding on whether the CCJ will be their final court of appeal. And in sport, D20 star Dwayne Bravo speaks out against Cricket West Indies' treatment of former captain Darren Sammy. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Tuesday, November 6th. I'll be back with the details after the break. Voters in the Eastern Caribbean nations of Antigua and Barbuda and Grenada are casting their ballots to decide whether the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, will replace the London-based Privy Council as their country's final appeals court. In Antigua, Prime Minister Gaston Browne, who got out early to cast his vote, urged citizens to exercise their franchise. He said he was satisfied he had done all he could to ensure that nationals were in a position to make a reasonable judgment on the issue. In both Antigua and Barbuda and Grenada, a two-thirds majority of those casting ballots is required for the move to the Trinidad-based CCJ, and Prime Minister Browne said he was hopeful residents of the Twin Island nation would see the importance of the yes vote.
So this issue is not about winning or losing, it's about providing justice to all. It will be unfortunate if we do not get the 67% because I'm not too sure when this opportunity will be made available to the people of Antigua and Barbuda again. In fact, it took us 37 years after independence to get to this stage. And I'm just hoping that the people will seize this opportunity, recognizing that these opportunities come once in a lifetime.
The main opposition, United Progressive Party, said it does not support the move to replace the Privy Council at this time and has urged supporters to vote their conscience. Now, over in Grenada, citizens are voting on the issue for the second time in as many years as Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell stressed that support for the CCJ would cement the country's political independence from Britain. Now, 2 years ago, voters narrowly rejected a bill that would have allowed the island to join Barbados, Dominica, Belize, and Guyana in having the CCJ as their highest court. And as they returned to the polls this morning, reports indicated that turnout has been slow. Now, Supervisor of Elections Alex Phillip noted that last Friday, when police participated in an early referendum vote, there had also been a slow start, but by the end of the day, a 48% voter turnout was recorded. Polling stations close at 5 p.m. Still in St. George's, 4 fishermen were remanded to prison yesterday after appearing in a magistrate's court accused of murdering a Jamaican food truck vendor during a quarrel over the price of jerk chicken. Anthony Chase and Tyrone Francis, both 23 years old, 25-year-old Rafim Andrew, and 33-year-old Clint Toussaint, all from the west coast of village of Grand Roy, were not required to plea to the indictable charge of murdering 52-year-old Norman Power on November 1. They returned to court on November 19th. Police say the Jamaican, better known as Yardy, was operating his mobile business close to the National Stadium on the outskirts of the capital last Thursday when he got into an altercation with some men over the price of the chicken. According to media reports, one of the men became upset when Power told him that the chicken was being sold for 10 EC dollars instead of the 5 EC dollars he had. This resulted in a fight during which the Jamaican vendor was stabbed in the chest. He was taken to the General Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
The students came up to us and they were talking to us about their jobs, and basically they work for $3 a month as students. And we were just so amazed that somebody could, you know, even as a side job, but do a job for $3 a month. We just found that absolutely crazy.
Cass the Band has unveiled one of its new songs for Trinidad's Carnival 2018. The single is called Da Work, but there is no sign of a video just yet. Cass and his band are coming off of a great 2018 season with their hit single, Hello, perhaps one of the biggest soca songs for the year.
Yeah, she had the thing I love. Where she from, I don't know. Rock she wears and go low.
Outspoken T20 star Dwayne Bravo has branded Cricket West Indies' treatment of Darren Sammy as disrespect, especially considering the contribution of the two-timed World Cup winning captain to the game in the region. Now, Sammy led West Indies to the historic capture of the T20 World Cup in Kolkata 2 years ago when they beat England in a dramatic final at Eden Gardens. But after controversially criticizing CWI at the post-match ceremony over their handling of the team's preparation and the tournament and throughout the campaign, Sammy was never selected again for West Indies. Now, speaking with I-95 FM in Trinidad, Bravo said he didn't expect the World Cup final would be Sammy's last.
Whatever Sammy said in his speech is a matter of frustration was building up all inside, and he just eventually was able to let it go at a platform where the entire world is listening. Well, I know for sure after that speech, you know, it would have been problems for Sammy. I didn't expect that game, that final game, to be his last game. That, to me, that's a disrespect. To see someone who captained maybe over 40 test matches for you, at one point in time was the golden boy of West Indies cricket, went to World Cups for you, and because he speaks his mind, he no longer get the opportunity to play again. So, two-time world champion captain, playing a World Cup final, lifting the trophy, make a speech, and that was his last time the people of the Caribbean get to see Darren Sammy play. To me, that was a disrespect, and I know, again, it goes back to show the mentality of the people who run West Indies cricket. You know, whenever you speak your mind, that's it. They consider you as a rebel, or they consider you as somebody, okay, time to move on from you.
Sammy, who also presided over the West Indies' triumph at the 2012 T20 World Cup, played 38 tests, 126 one-day internationals and 68 T20 internationals. He led West Indies in 30 tests, 51 ODIs and 47 T20s, but was sacked as captain 4 months after the Kolkata success and replaced by all-rounder Carlos Brathwaite. And West Indies women's batting star Hayley Matthews says she was delighted with her first taste of captaincy after leading her side in their opening ICC official warm-up against India on Sunday. The 20-year-old, who is expected to be announced as the official vice-captain for the Women's T20 World Cup, which bowls off next Friday in Guyana, stood in for regular skipper Stephanie Taylor in the fixture at the Coolidge Cricket Ground, which the host lost by 5 wickets. Now, Matthews top scored with a polished 41 off 37 balls, including 5 fours and a massive 6 over long on, as the home side posted 115 for 8 of their 20 overs. West Indies play their second warm-up in Guyana tomorrow against New Zealand before featuring the marquee match of a triple header on Friday's opening day of the tournament at the Guyana National Stadium when they take on Bangladesh. And that's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.